lafiya.
What we need to realize is that the medical and health profession and the services of these categories of people is a call. When we say call, you have to consider that maybe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has chosen you to be part of this group of people that may earn Jannah from the services they render, because these are services to humanity. And because of the importance of the services is associated with a lot of challenges. What is the challenge? There are different challenges at different levels. Then I know that some years, like 20 years back, I can say, we didn't have as much population as we have now. Nigeria is talking about nearly 200 million population now. So you can imagine the number of people that utilize the facilities, the health facilities. And the most difficult part of it is that in spite of the growth in the population, we can see that the number of healthcare professionals has not increased to be proportionate to the growth of the population. In every sector you find this issue. We have few doctors. The ratio between doctors and patients is very bad. I don't know what the ratio is now. Maybe 1 to 1,000 patients or 1 to 100. I don't know exactly. But it is very clear that even if you go to an outpatient clinic and see the number of patients sitting, waiting to see a doctor, it's alarming. So this type of challenge tends to cause a lot of tension on the part of the professionals. And that's why I said that our work is a call. And we have to remember that there are so many qualities required in a health professional. We have to be patient. Number one, we have to be patient. Apart from the fact that we need to have the good knowledge and skills. This one is fundamental, because you cannot operate if you don't have the knowledge and the skills, the professional knowledge and skills. But you have to be patient, you have to be respectful, you have to be accommodating, you have to be able to adjust to whatever situation you find yourself. It's not for a health worker to displace his anger because there are so many clients. He has to see, he will be shouting on the patients, and the patients do not know. They come, they are sick, and instead of you to lay their fear and anxiety, you are shouting, you are abusing. These are unprofessional or unethical behavior. In the past, no matter how much the pressure is on the healthcare personnel, there was that patience and accommodation and perseverance. And patients didn't feel like, they were humiliated by the healthcare personnel. In some cases, yes, selected cases, but mostly patients will be listened to, and their anxiety will be allayed through the attitude of the healthcare worker. There is no insult, there is no abuse. In fact, there is no place for insult and abuse by healthcare professional to a patient. After all, what we should remember, what we think is that if they are not there, you will be irrelevant. You will not be employed. You will lose your job. So it's not a favor that you are doing to the patients by attending to them. And before you decide to become a doctor or nurse or midwife or any health care worker, you have to examine yourself. I know that some people come with a lot of background issues, background problems. They don't have good behavior right from home. They lack manners. They lack so many things. They don't have good mu'amalat. But schools of medical colleges, schools of nursing, school of midwifery, health, and other colleges of health sciences are places where when you come, you leave all those attributes at your back. And as soon as you enter, there are what we call work ethics, there are nursing ethics, there are medical ethics, and you are supposed to learn them and work with them. If you can't do that, you will be shown the way out. This is what used to happen in the past. But nowadays, you can slap a patient, you can beat a patient, you can harass a patient. Nobody will do anything to you. There will be no disciplinary action for any errant, professional. And that I can say is very unfortunate. Because we cannot stop this if we don't take disciplinary action against any professional. Many lives are lost. Many people develop, complications as a result of carelessness, as a result of maybe poor services, poor quality services. Nobody will even investigate to know what is the cause of this, what is the cause of this complication that has developed. Why has this patient died? There is supposed to be a case, what we call audit, mortality audit or morbidity audit. This is done to forestall, future occurrences. You are not going to bring the life of the patient back, but some people will sit up, those that are, are very careless with their work. So what I'm trying to say, between past and present, the services, health, medical, whatever services, has really deteriorated. The quality has deteriorated. And many organs are responsible for this. The professional body. That is why we are professional. If you are not accountable for your actions, you cannot be a professional. Today, so many nurses and doctors will just become careless, will cause the life of people. They don't care. They are not accountable. And they call themselves professionals. So professionality is about being accountable. That one is not there. We have regulatory bodies. Even if the government has not intervened, our regulatory bodies are supposed to bring, sanity into the services. Then the government is on top. Government is the employer of all these groups of people. If I employ you, I'm paying you, and you are not giving me the services. You have signed that you are going to do A, B, C, D, and then you are not doing it. Or you are not doing it to the standard. I have to question you. I have to question you. If I question you and then you are not ready to change, what's the next thing? What is the reason you are not able to do the right thing? I know that we have newly qualified people. We have new doctors that are practicing with little guidance. They are suffering too. They are supposed to be mentored. They are supposed to be monitored. Everybody in the health system, if you're new, you have to be mentored. Today, most of the qualified and well-experienced health care professionals, the doctors, the nurses that have worked and left, they are there. The new ones are in the clinicals, doing the work, unsupported in most cases. So when they commit mistakes, it's not their fault. It's the fault of the system. Sometimes they don't even know that they have committed, a mistake. There must be standard operating procedures, and there must be mentors and monitors, supportive supervision. Everything is very important. And then on top of it, the facilities to work with. Like I said earlier on, there used to be a lot of facilities because the population was not much. But now the facilities are scanty, the population is huge. And so what are we witnessing? Derailment, poor services, to the extent that some people don't see the point of going to the hospital. They won't get satisfaction from the service. And quality of service is about the satisfaction. If the patient feels satisfied, we can say that one aspect of quality is achieved. Because quality is relative anyway. What is quality service here may not be a quality service there. But at least let the patient have some contentment. Let the patient feel happy. He or she is received. She is respected. And so on. So this is what we lack nowadays. And it's really unfortunate. We have to do something to bring the glory back. The government has a lot to do. Our regulatory agencies have a lot to do. And our senior health professionals also need to do a lot of work.
Taskar lafiya.